Greetings folks, Dan here, and welcome back to another edition of Kaiju Showcase. Today we're going to be taking a look at what was in recent acquisition. Most of you probably already seen this in my recent unboxing video, but this toy was purchased from a Mr. Mike Russo, which I'm very appreciative of him selling me the toy at such a good price. It is a 1983 Bandai Gomorrah. Of course, we'll go over the semantics, the usual what we do here. Articulation, both arms, legs, tail, no neck joint, pretty typical Saurian style movement for this toy. We'll take a look at the detail here. I'm going to turn on the awesome zoom feature on my camera because it doesn't do it automatically, and just kind of give you a good look. A lot of people have seen this toy. It's been around for a while, but we'll just go to show you. It's really nice and, you know, fancy there with the chest and all the spikes and such. It's all the nice texturing on the skin. And one of my favorite features of the toy is the overspray on the feet and the hands is just really cool. I love that. It just screams older toy. There's a few scuffs here and there, but you know the toy is older than I am, so it can be to be expected. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this off real quick. But as I said, this is kind of unique. It is the tag attached to show it as the original '83 toy. It's got that nice hard plastic tag, which was on these a lot of these original, or all these original toys. Even the Godzilla line had that nice hard tag, which a lot of collectors refer to as a plastic tag. And we'll go ahead and kind of get these guys together so you can see that Gomorrah at the tip of his horn is just a hair taller than Hydra, so right around the 6 1/4 inch line, give or take, but you know, decent for this toy. Of course, this toy was released in 1983, as I said, and it was a part of all the major Ultra Kaiju toy lines, 83, 86, 89, 91, and generally 91 would have been the last time this mold was used. It was probably brought back again for 93 because they kind of touched up the line with some new molds and everything. But that up to 93 was probably the last time this mold existed. It was changed in 2000 to the more modern mold. Another mold came out in 2005 for Max, and then again for Ultra Galaxy Legend. They brought back the mold from 2000 with some minor revisions with paint and whatnot. But ultimately, a really cool toy. Very nice to have this in my collection, and that's generally the gist of what you need to know about this. So as for history, we'll go ahead and kind of breeze through this real fast, because most people, if you are into Ultraman, should know who Gomorrah is, because he's pretty much the most repeated or prevalent kaiju next to Red King. He appeared, of course, in the first Ultraman. He was also in Ultraman 80 in a sense, as Gomorrah 2. He appeared in Ultraman Powered. A version of him was an Ultraman Powered. Ultraman Max. I'm sure the spin-off series Ultra Fight they did, I'm pretty sure he was in it, but I can't recall. Ultra Galaxy Daikaiju Battle, Ultra Galaxy Neo, Ultra Galaxy Legend the movie, side stories. So he's generally been around a lot. He's really the closest analogy to a Godzilla in the Ultraman universe that I can think of, because he's been portrayed as a good guy and a bad guy and has had more screen time than practically any other kaiju in existence in the Ultraman universe, at least. So he's very cool. I wouldn't say I'm a die-hard fan of him, but I mean, it is Gomorrah, and what's not to like. hopefully you guys love that almost pointless inclusion of that clip of Gomorrah 2 from Ultraman 80. But moving right along, we're going to talk about pricing availability, because you guys like to know how much these things generally cost and generally how common they are. This toy I actually paid about $40 for, give or take. Now, which I feel is a good price for it, because this is an original 83 with the tag attached. The tag does have a little bit of damage to it, but that's understandable. It's an old toy. I mean, I paid $35 for my Gomorrah, my original Bemular. But truthfully, without tag, and this is one of the more popular Ultra Monsters, as I stated. Oh god, I'm just gonna give a ballpark figure. This color combination, or this specific color, was real common between 83 and 89. Probably more overspray on the older 83, 86 toys. But I would probably give a ballpark, without a tag, you're probably gonna pay probably around $20. A lot of people don't know, so they just throw these out there and without tag and just sell them because they don't know. But with the tag attached, probably somewhere around where I paid $40, $50, even up to $60. I mean, they're obviously they're not as common. They're, 30 years old almost. Probably more of these sold than some of the Godzilla line toys. I don't know. These were a little bit smaller than them, and they were only about 500 yen when they first come out. That's just a guess. I don't know, but that's going to fall into availability. These are going to be fairly difficult to find. Especially with the tag and in pretty good condition. It's just, as I said, it's an old toy, so hard to find, and you're probably going to pay a couple bucks for it. But if you like the older toys, as I do, it's always a nice piece to have in your collection, and I would really recommend it. And if you just like the mold in general, because a lot of people have reviewed these on YouTube, I'm sorry, or I've seen a lot of reviews on them. If you want a more common one, but just like the mold, just get like a 91. I have one on the shelf, and I would have grabbed it, but I didn't think at the time of me doing this review. It's the same mold. It's the lighter. It's like a lightish, very light brown here with the darker bits on the front and back. But it's still a nice toy. If you like the mold, if you like Gomorrah and you just want one, you can get those dirt cheap. I always find those things online for right around 10, 15 bucks. But if you find one that's darker like this, it's going to be one of the older ones. The 91 was the light, and anything of the darker ones are the 89s in back in general. But before we close this out, there's something I need to say to everybody. If you're a fan of toy reviews, not just mine or kaiju related stuff in general, we started a new group on Facebook under Hard Vinyl Reviews. It's reviewers like myself, Godzilla 72, which is a friend. All these guys are friends of mine. Ultraman Kronos, everybody knows him. Godzilla 73, but other people, just all those reviewers. We kind of made a site to kind of compilate all of our stuff and have like this one-stop shop for fans that really like, kaiju toy reviews. I mean, generally get more the more known people that do these reviews and put them in one spot, just so you guys can go and you can check out our videos, see what we're up to, talk about toys or whatever, and just kind of a place if you want to go and just check out and see what we're up to. You can find us on Facebook under Hard Vinyl Reviews, and just search that up and join in, check, or just maybe if you want to look around for it before you join in, feel free. We're generally an open group, and we'd like to have you guys. That's why we made it, so you guys don't have to jump between YouTube channels all the time. We appreciate YouTube subscribers, but it's kind of like I said, a one-stop shop for all that. And you might find another reviewer that you like, just as well as another one, and that would be kind of nice to spread the love around between us. But I think that's about it for this review. I think Gomorrah's getting sick of wearing that tag on his head anyway. But we'll get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in.